Welcome back, Western Slope. Now we have the man himself, Chief Meteorologist Russ Pappas, joining us with his full weather forecast.
You know, I have to say, the studio is the person of the hour, and it's going to be moving forward. This has been such an exciting time. The smile on your faces, the glow, the whole studio is ablaze. Now, let's talk about weather, because there is a bit of a storm brewing. It's coming in from the northwest, and as such, take a look at this hazards page, because to start the main forecast off, I have a lot of colors I need to interpret for you. And with that, I'm going to be talking about freeze watches. I'm going to be talking about winter weather advisories. Here's the freeze watch. Here's the advisory. We have wind advisories as well. Today, though, there's not much to it. Today, we're just dealing with increasing cloud coverage. But when we specify that winter weather advisory, it's for the mountain zone specifically. And as far as snow totals go, it's really along the divide. So we'll call it the central mountains and the northern mountain zones. Even though we have an incoming storm system, these lower elevations along the Highway 50 corridor, the I-70, many of the populated areas that watch us regularly, we're going to remain dry. But that doesn't mean we're out of the hazards page. On radar right now, rather clear of rain and snow. Cloud coverage on satellite mode would be increasing throughout the overnight hours, and that's just what you can expect, increasing cloud coverage tonight as this cold front approaches. Now, the genesis site for this cold front low pressure system, the Pacific Northwest, has been the case. Fortunately, our ridge of high pressure has folded a little bit, so this front is on the move. Increasing clouds tonight. This is going to move through in the next 36 hours, but it's going to do a number. Because it is spring on the western slope, we have to have the element of wind. Now, we're just ramping up the wind speeds this afternoon. We're going to continue increasing those winds tonight. We've not achieved top wind gusts for the day for many locations, and we'll keep wind in the forecast. So tomorrow could be your trash day. You might want to keep an eye on your garbage can lids. You might want to secure anything in the backyard. I know for the city of Grand Junction, a lot of people are getting rid of their treasures, if you will. Keep an eye on them, because those are going to get moved around. And there may even be a postponement. I'm not in charge, but when we get these strong winds, generally speaking, the Mesa County landfill will shut down. So with that being the case, just keep in mind strong winds throughout the day tomorrow and lingering into late Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. Now, as far as the short-term forecast goes, we're really only looking at precipitation in the mountain zones. It's the central and the northern mountain zones. The southern zones almost left out. But over the course of this weekend, many mountain zones wrapped up their ski season. We had a couple of closures. Many of those resorts wrapped up their ski season with fresh snow. So that's impressive. Moving forward, we have just this round of inclement weather for the midweek period, and then we're going to get into a drier late week. But we still have something else to deal with, and that's the colder temperatures. I talked about it late last week. Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. Thursday will be colder, but both of the mornings to come will be behind the cold front as it passes through. Clear skies, but very cold temperatures. The second morning, post-frontal weather, always the coldest. That puts us in Thursday morning. That also puts us in with this freeze watch. Now, fortunately, I'm only seeing numbers for the Grand Valley near 30 degrees, because that's what this encompasses, the Grand Valley. And that 30-degree low is just a very small window. So yes, you have fragile plants in the ground. Yes, some of our orchards have mitigation efforts. Likely they'll get those going, whether it's a fan or some heating elements or even getting some irrigation moving. And by the way, did you notice the canals are starting to fill up? That's the true test of the seasonal change here in the Grand Valley. Canals fill, canals empty. 2 seasons as far as I'm concerned. But yes, this is serious. Wednesday morning cold, Thursday morning colder, but only for a small period of time. I like it that the duration is so short. We also have wind advisories in the northwest corner of Colorado, Moffett County, but we could see those wind advisories issued by the National Weather Service for many of the populated lower elevations, because again, we're going to get stronger wind speeds moving forward. That's at least through the next 24 hours. Current wind speeds right now anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour. Top wind gusts of the day, not even of the day, just to this point. 30 miles per hour in some instances. Now, 40s and 50 mile per hour gusts will be achieved in the higher elevations. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 40 mile per hour wind gusts down low. But keep in mind, with the winter weather advisory, it's not a lot of snow, but it will get blowing snow. and that lowers the visibility, so traveling through the mountain zones will be difficult. High temperatures so far today, mid-60s, upper 60s. That's warmer than we should be for this time of the year. Current temperatures, not all that far off from the highs of the day. We will lower the temperatures a little bit tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're not getting these cold temperatures just yet. These are still more mild than we should be for this time of the year. But getting into, remember, the Wednesday and the Thursday morning, that's where we're going to get those chillier temperatures. Now, we don't lose a whole lot of heat tomorrow, but what we gain is the increasing wind speeds. I've said it till I'm blue in the face. But look at this, still one more mild day, but you couple that with wind speeds and that changes things. Wednesday, bigger changes in the afternoon hours also. Temperatures lower to the 50s for Grand Junction. We do recover by the end of the week for our afternoons, but it's these mornings. Now again, I'm not scared of 29 and 31 degrees for the Grand Valley because it's a very small 2 to 3 hour window max where we get dipped into those temperatures. For the Uncompahgre Valley, Montrose, we do get some chillier numbers, but that is to be expected because our latest frost and freeze dates have yet to be achieved. Those are much later this month. So keep in mind your plants, if you put them into the ground, Thursday morning would be the coldest, and that probably could merit some preparation.